welcome to 2K Sports for another edition. Oh man, this should be fun tonight. These teams love to let it fly from deep.
Oh, both these teams live and die by the three-pointer. If they're both on, we'll have a really high-scoring game. But if not, we might have enough bricks for houses at both ends.
Well, MP's made it known that he's gunning for Defensive Player of the Year. He's up against some tough competition.
Look, MP has been active and engaged defensively, but I still think there's some untapped potential. I believe he can still take it up a notch in terms of his impact on that end of the court. Quite honestly, he might need to escalate his play if he wants to fulfill his goal of winning Defensive Player of the Year.
Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. Harris and Duran together in the middle. MP is out there with Cunningham, and it's Thompson in at the small forward position.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
Brunson against MP. Three-pointer, Bridges. Thompson pulls it in. Detroit has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. From deep, MP. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Brunson. New York, no good that time either.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
And here's MP from outside. Here's Duran. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Josh Hart.
And that was special. It's easy to be excited about Duran's future in this league.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And at the midpoint of the season, a great time to check out the power rankings. Gives you a good idea of how teams stack up. You look at New York, knocked out of that top 3, moving down to the 4th spot.
Well, right now for the Pistons, they've had a cold stretch and are desperately looking to end their losing streak. You can bet tensions are high in that locker room.
No coverage that time.
The lefty getting it to go. Jalen Brunson once again.
MP, the pass to Cunningham. Back to MP. Beyond the arc. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Outside Hart. Back to Brunson. Going inside. Ooh, Brunson throws it down.
Now you see Brunson with that quick dribble. I mean, that is a nice play.
And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising. All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Bridges passes to Towns. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Towns has got 6.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
High post Towns. Pass to Bridges. Shot is up. Duran with a rebound. And here's Detroit. They're on a 19-7 run. MP outside from behind the arc. And Detroit another 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Outside McBride. Back to Brunson. Goes back up. No good that time. Oh, great B that time from Harris. Cunningham passes to MP. The 3. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. MP's got 21 points in the game.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Towns, left side. Pass to Brunson. And in 7 attempts, he's drained 3.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
On the wing, MP. Brunson defending. A nice shot by MP.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And Brunson, here we go. Good D by Duran.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
Harris finds MP. From downtown, and the Pistons, another three.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Now Bridges. No made baskets yet. Pass to Towns. Lets the three fly. Drills it from deep.
There's a three for Towns, countering the three they just gave up.
Now here's MP. Cunningham outside. MP looking around. Fires from deep. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Towns, a screen on Thompson. Towns outside. The three is up. They get the rebound. Stolen by MP. Thompson against Bridges. MP outside. Another three for Detroit.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
All right, a report waiting for us courtside with all the details on this standout season for MP.
He's getting close to the single-season points record. It's held by who else? Wilt Chamberlain. During shoot-around, I asked him what it means to pass Wilt. He said, quote, Wilt is the standard when it comes to scoring. Passing him in anything is incredible. Well said, guys.
Absolutely. Good point there. And Detroit has possession. Following the bucket by the Knicks. Shot clock at 5. Here's MP. And the jumper from the wing offline. Knicks trail by 20. Inside, Brunson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Brunson's got 10 points.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And here's MP from outside. Connects from downtown.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
It's Hart on the wing. For three, Bridges. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's MP from outside. Counted from distance. MP's got 39.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Back to Brunson from deep. No good there. 5 for 11 in the contest. All right, Greg, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media.
Another bucket! Wow!
Another night and another 40 points in the books for him. What a season.
And he is edging ever closer to the second-place mark for most 40-point games in a year.
And with Jordan's mark in the rear view, he's now marching toward Wilt's 1963 record of 52 games of 40 or more. Just amazing.
The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist of the night. Now a timeout called by New York. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, B.A., and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
A new lineup here for New York. And a switch here also for Detroit. Robinson's checked in. On the wing, Clarkson. He's watched by Cunningham. Alvarado outside. Here's Shamet. Drops in the 3.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
MP outside. Pass to Harris. Back to MP. There's the 3. And Detroit another 3.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
It's Shamet on the wing. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Cunningham outside. Harris outside. And Detroit another 3.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Clarkson outside. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
You got to bring more fire than that to stop Clarkson. He's a pro at fending off tight defense.
And good. There's another.
And just like that, he's tied the record for most 50-point games.
This is a record I never thought would be matched. Unbelievable year from him.
When you look back at Wilt's 1962 season and all the records it spawned, absolutely stunning to see the 50-point games record matched.
That's good from Robinson on the assist by Harris.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Clarkson attacking. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's...
Substitution on the court.
And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
3 points.
MP's got 54 points. They've got Jose Alvarado. Landry Shamet is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Clarkson in at the 2. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass. That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Alvarado. Here's Brunson. Rebound Detroit. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Detroit has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Cunningham. And it's New York with a rebound.
Third personal foul. 4th team foul.
New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Robinson, a screen on Cunningham. To the middle. The kick out to Brunson. All alone. And down it goes. 2 points. Brunson's got 12 points.
Pretty much the second Brunson gets the ball, he's into motion, and that's how it's done.
From deep, MP. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 5 assists in the game. The Knicks have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. On the wing, Clarkson. He's watched by Cunningham. Here's Shamet. No good on the triple.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Yeah, good to see Towns being engaged on defense. Just great timing to come up with the rejection.
Shamet passes to Clarkson. And Cunningham pulls it down.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Clarkson for 3. New York again can't hit. And here's Detroit. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Count that one.
I just love the ball move.
And here's New York now. Their last meeting was in Detroit, where they were unable to fight off the Pistons.
Today's game is about effort and energy. They got crushed on the glass the last time these teams played.
Well, I don't think you can look at these matchups and think it can be just one guy. I would have everybody on the glass to help out.
And the basket by Shamet.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
MP finds Robinson. Back to MP. Takes a 3. And another one. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Cunningham against Clarkson. Six to shoot. 16 feet out. Detroit with a rebound. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
And the fact that they did all of that on the road was really impressive.
And nice work by Clarkson, picking up the wide-open guy. He scans the floor and sees the opportunity.
Yep, that one goes.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
And absolutely, even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Brunson misses. Detroit has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. And Holland the bucket on the assist by MP. MP's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Kicks it out Towns. This one for 3. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Raptors had a huge game. He finished with 60 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Great report there, Allie. It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, BA, there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Jordan Clarkson.
Yeah, clearly his offensive output has been on a bit of a decline. Now, that could point to a lot of things, but mostly I think he's just putting his focus elsewhere on the floor, looking for other ways to help out his team.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Hart's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Mikal Bridges comes in for Shamet. And it's McBride in for Clarkson. Robinson passes to Bridges, shoots over Thompson, and it's New York scoring again.
Oh, so solid from the mid-range. Bridges understands when to rise up from there.
MP outside. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Harris has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Outside Hart. Pass to Robinson. The rebound by Detroit. Duran's got rebound number 8 now. Well, Tim, you talk about an NBA physique. Jalen Duran is absolutely shredded.
Yeah, and he defies gravity too, BA. What I like is he understands his game. He doesn't get outside of himself. He focuses on running the floor and then getting eye level with the rim.
Bridges misses. And so MP will bring it up for Detroit. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant. Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Stolen by MP. Pass to Cunningham. Takes the 3, and Detroit another 3.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And Brunson, here we go. Hart finds Brunson. For 3, Bridges. Duran with a rebound. Duran's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Well, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
And the basket by MP.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Outside McBride. with a screen on Cunningham. Here's McBride. And Knicks keep it alive. Outside Hart. 4-3. Sinks the tray. Hart's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
It appears their offense is lacking some balance right now. Maybe too much reliance on the three ball.
MP outside. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. 1 second left. No good there. And so it's MP making things happen for the Pistons. Talk about three-point shooting. He piled up 18 points from range that quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead.
Their ability to string together threes and demoralize a team, man. We saw that in the first half.
Seems like the score couldn't be. And moving on to some... That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian and...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
And just halfway through this contest, he's already registered a double-double.
For most guys, that's a night's work. It shows you how dominant he's been to this point.
And the Pistons with possession here. Well, they've got the Bulls ahead of them next in Chicago. And that game will mark the end of a 4-game trip. And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Cunningham is out there with MP. And it's Duren in at the center position. And the Knicks shooting around 41%. Pass to Bridges. From 12 feet. Jump shot is good that time. Bridges has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Yeah, there's so many different ways Bridges can pick a defense apart. I mean, just dissecting them there.
A nice shot by MP.
And I bet he wishes they could play this team every night. Things are going great out there offensively.
And the foul called on MP. That's his third foul so far.
First team foul.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. McBride passes to Bridges. Here's Brunson. Towns a screen on MP. And the foul called on MP. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Jose Alvarado. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Shaman in at the three. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
The three-point shot of Clarkson runs hot and cold. But boy, when it's on, Jordan's so difficult to stop.
All sorts of time. And it's Alvarado missing.
That's just unlucky. You don't mind him taking that shot at all.
Tim, so many different offensive systems in the NBA. Do you have a personal favorite to watch?
Yeah, I think I've got a soft spot in my heart for those systems that involve player movement and ball movement, particularly trying to get shooters looks off of screens.
I love the .5 offenses, in and out of the hands, moving the ball fast.
No doubt about it, very difficult to defend.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points. What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
And the foul called on MP. That's his fifth foul.
And he's got to be careful now. One more foul and his night is over.
Karis LeVert's checked in for Detroit. Towns passes to Alvarado. New York, no good that time either.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Back to MP. And as NBA franchise values continue to skyrocket, it's pretty amazing to see, isn't it, Legs?
It really is. And even if you're LeBron James, who has said he may want to own a team in the future, he may even need some help footing that bill. It is pricey.
Adding zeros by the decades. Just 5 on the clock. Clarkson. Can they get it? The shot by Towns, no good.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up. Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Towns, left side. Towns, double team. Clarkson for 3. LeVert with a rebound. Detroit has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. Another one falls. Amazing.
Incredible. 81 on the night. Channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There's no slowing this guy down. He's on fire. And it's Clarkson missing.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
Banked it in off the glass.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
I think everybody in here is in shock. In many ways, their team just hasn't shown up.
Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
Back to MP. Detroit moving the ball around. LeVert outside. MP, the pass to Green. Now here's MP. Alvarado defending. There's Herter with the 3. It's rebounded by New York. Pass to Alvarado. And the foul called on MP. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game. Something the league is... So it's Detroit easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never...
We're here with MP after a strong win. What did you see that you liked?
Guys were setting solid screens, diving for loose balls, and boxing out. We did a nice job on the boards, too, and that's always going to give you a chance. I feel like a few rebounds slipped away from me there, but, you know, that's something I got to work on. So that's just something I'll get better at and come out better next week.
Looking forward to it, MP. Thank you.
Thank you.
BA?
Yo, MP. Great game, brother.
I appreciate you, Austin.
Yeah, man. Always a pleasure to watch you do your thing.
Hey, yo. I ain't gonna lie to you. That pregame pep talk, I ain't gonna hold you. It did its thing.
Oh, really?
It did its thing.
Well, you know, I should come by more often then.
Like, for real?
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna come by before a playoff game. How about that?
Like, before all 16.
Oh, I'm sorry. Only 16? So you planning on going undefeated now?
Real talk, man. With you around, I'm feeling like we can't lose. So...
Suit?
Yeah.
In this arena?
Yeah, in this arena, this suit, and for this team.
Not really, no. Oh,
Are there any players with NBA experience who are hot in the now?
Yeah, absolutely. Because Coach, what makes it better?
Hey, man. Step back from Grand Canyon, right? about letting the kids plan transportation. How? Pick 3 destinations and then pick from the best one.
We've seen what
Risky. You drove. We call them.
we've seen some rocks in.
Yeah, quite well.
Do you know this?
We are watching potentially the greatest offensive season in NBA history. MP, a chance to set a new single-season scoring record. The league cannot contain him. MP running wild. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duran at the center spot. Cunningham is out there with MP. And it's Thompson in at the small forward. Didn't take long, but I think at this point we can agree that MP is on a course to be viewed as one of the great stars of the NBA.
To go from an unknown to a force in the NBA is something that you rarely see. It reminds me a bit of a young Jokic in that sense. Clearly, MP is a special talent, and the sky is the limit for him.
As the weeks fly by in the NBA, RJ, what changes are made at the player level? What are these players looking at, trying to work on, and aiming for?
It's just hard to see. It depends on the individual. For me, you just need to prioritize basketball, start blocking out any and all noise.
The shot by Buzelis, no good. So for Chicago, their last game will win against the Raptors.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
Now, here's MP. What a tremendous game he played against New York. Good. And Harris gets the assist. 8 points for MP.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
Ivy against Cunningham. And the Bulls with another miss. Detroit's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with me. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Now let's take a moment to check out our race for Rookie of the Year. Here are some of the top young talents in the game who will be recognized as the best of the best. You look at MP all season long. He has proven again and again that he is the cream of the crop. He's in the top spot right now, and the hardware could be his.
And there's no more deserving candidate. Any other outcome than him lifting that Rookie of the Year trophy, and I'd be shocked.
Yeah, at this point, he has separated himself from the pack. I don't know what more he could have done this year. It's been one amazing performance after another.
So in Chicago now, after the basket by Detroit, Giddey sets the pick for Okoro. Back to Giddey. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injuries.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
Cunningham's shot is off. Bulls trail by 12. Now, Okoro. coming off a stellar performance against Toronto. Collins wide open, he fires. Hangs home the trifecta. Collins has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Bulls. And Duran slams it in.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Duran the pass to Thompson. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Giddey, no good. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Their last encounter was in Detroit.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And if they can keep that same physicality, you have to think they'll be in a good position to grab another win here.
Back to Cunningham. Six on the shot clock. Takes the 13-footer. That's good on the jump shot. Cunningham's got 9 points.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Giddey against MP. And Giddey gets it to go. He's got 8.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Harris kicks to MP. Back to Cunningham. Thompson outside. Shoots the 3. Cranes the three-pointer. Thompson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Pass to Ivy. Collins a screen on Cunningham. Ivy passes to Collins. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Pistons leading by 14. MP dishes to Cunningham. On the wing, Thompson. And here's Cunningham. Back to MP. Over in the corner, Cunningham. MP outside. Over in the corner, Cunningham. On the wing, MP. Giddey defending. Harris's shot is good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
The shot by Ivy, no good.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Duran, good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 7th assist here tonight. Giddey finds Collins. Here's Ivy. 3-pointers off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Now here's Okoro. Still without a basket. Pass to Ivy. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now, here's Ivy. He definitely had a good game in their win against the Raptors. Collins setting the pick for Ivy. Detroit with the rebound. Duran's got his 7th rebound here tonight. MP with it. He's picked up by Collins. And Duran slams it in.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Now, here's Ivy. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
Giddey with it, covered by MP. No good, he's missed 3 and he's made 4 of his 7. Here's Duran. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Duran's got 10.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Now, here's Ivy. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
Harris inside. He picked up 12 points in their last one against New York.
And how about the passing? We've seen this from him. He's just absolutely shredding the D to pieces right now.
And if he sniffs the rim, he's attacking. Getting not messing around when he gets in close like that.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. A new lineup here for the Bulls. Detroit also making some changes. They've got Jalen Smith. Buzelis out there with the coral. Then it's Trey Jones. And it's Giddey in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Cunningham kicks to MP. Shot clock at 6. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And Cunningham with the basket on the assist by MP. MP's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Jones tries in. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the basket by MP.
Great to see MP look for his shot, especially when he's near the hoop.
Jones kicks to Giddey. Off target from outside.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
The shot's good. Thompson's got 9.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
Pass to Jones. Hits it from 3-point range.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make it pay.
MP passes to Holland. Back to MP. Fires from the wing. And Detroit again with the bucket.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Detroit.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Knicks played some superb basketball. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Allie, we appreciate the update. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that game, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Zach Collins checked in for Jalen Smith. Harris is checked in for the Pistons. To the paint to stop the run, and it's Jones laying it in. Jones has got 7 points for the quarter.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now here's Jones. He picked up 12 points in their last one against Toronto.
And he made a living at the line as well. Got there over and over and did some damage.
Here's MP after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Jacks up a 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. MP's got 15 points.
When MP is having a night like this, you just can't keep him from getting the ball.
On deep, Collins. Thompson with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Holland gets it to go. Holland's got his second basket of the night.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
The fans at the Bulls games are in very good company because Don C is in the crowd. In fact, guys, I'm wearing some of this stuff tonight. How you like the drip?
One of Chicago's premier streetwear designers, from shoes to hats. His styles have definitely made a mark on the league.
Bulls making a switch here. Ivy's checked in, and a switch here also for Detroit. Duran's checked in.
And you can see why they continue to call Cunningham double. Once he's flipped that switch, let him go to work.
The Bulls making a switch here. Giddey's checked in.
Number 3.
6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
MP dishes to Thompson. Harris outside. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. And here's a look at some numbers for Cade Cunningham. For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Collins passes to Ivy. He gets it in there. 6 points for Jaden Ivey.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Cunningham. MP outside. Cunningham kicks to Thompson. Here's Cunningham. Back to MP. Clock at 6. Now, here's Cunningham. A three-pointer is right on target. Cunningham's got 25 points.
And then he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Giddey, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Look, just great concentration there from Harris. We're talking about a 10-year-plus vet. Contact, that's not going to bother Tobias.
And that one drops for him. Giddey's got 14 points for the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The 3 from MP. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
3 points.
Cunningham's got 6 assists here tonight. Here's Giddey. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Shots are just flowing him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And a wide open look for Cunningham. Drills it from outside. And he has 28 points for the game.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Ivy on the wing. 6 points for him. Here's Giddey. What a terrific move that was. He's got 18.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. Their great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
The shot by Buzelis, no good. And here we go. Pass break. MP's got it. Basket, good. Harris has got 4 points in the quarter.
Defense comes at Harris hard inside, but he is physical right back. If you hit first, it hurts less.
Giddey. Oh, my goodness, the slam.
Showcasing his skills with that slam.
He knows how to put the exclamation point on those, doesn't he? My goodness.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah, we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Now, here's Giddey. 20 points for him.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
And the basket by MP.
That is a play that is beyond his years. MP takes the contact and still gets it to fall.
Here's Giddey. Got that bucket. Giddey's got 22 points.
And, Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
MP's shot is good.
That's his 5th three-pointer of the half. Filling it up.
Pass to Buzelis. Now Giddey. There's the three. Detroit with the rebound. Duran's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. It's stolen by Buzelis. Okoro passes to Thomas. And he goes big with the dunk right over Ashard Thompson.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Puts up a three. Collins grabs the miss. Now, here's Ivy. Over Cunningham, and the Bulls getting on 2 more.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Look, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
So as we conclude the first half, so far, fairly one-sided. The Pistons on top, opening up a huge gap. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Thanks for joining us.
Big reason they're getting washed out, it's been raining threes. But they didn't know this was coming? They didn't watch the film?
And let's move on to the Eastern Conference standings. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. The forwards are Thompson and Harris. MP out there with Cunningham. And it's Duran in at the center position. Now, here's MP. Cunningham right side. Over Ivy. And another assist for him. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Giddey can't hit from in close.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Drops in the breakaway layup. Giddey's got 24.
And how about the body control? Giddey refusing to let the defense alter that shot.
Pass to Cunningham. Nice ball movement by Detroit. On the wing, Thompson. Back to MP. Now Cunningham. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Cunningham's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Giddey, no one around him. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these 2 teams. Area.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
Their execution after halftime has been excellent, making their first 4.
Collins dishes to Ivy. Down low, here's Giddey. An easy 2 points on the layup. 26 points for him.
It's like Ivy has that 6th sense of where his teammates are on the floor.
MP kicks to Harris. Back to MP. Pass to Cunningham, and here is Harris. Cunningham on the wing. Ivy defending. Now Harris. The tray. No good. That's just his first miss in 7 shots. Giddey goes in. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And he's got the speed to get away from defenders. Giddey turning on the Jets there.
Cunningham finds MP. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
For 3.
Cunningham's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Outside Collins. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Collins has got 13.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Giddey. And he has 28 points for the game.
You know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. The Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said, "The true measure of a man is how he handles adversity, and nobody did it better. He always found a way to rise above, and there's no question in my mind he is a Hall of Fame player." Kevin?
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
It's rebounded by Giddey.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Tobias Harris. Some impressive play from him over the last month. Averaging 9 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, not playing outside himself, but finding lots of chances to do his thing and affect the game.
Here's Buzelis. Following the basket by MP. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
Here's MP. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. MP's got 42 in the game.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Here's Giddey. Duran pulls it in.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
MP finds Harris. Pistons passing it around. MP with it. And it's Buzelis picking him up. MP passes to Cunningham. 4 on the clock. And here's Harris from the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball. Harris has got 15.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Pass to Giddey. And the foul called on MP. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Jones checked in for Josh Giddey. And then for Detroit, Klingman's checked in. And it's Howland in for Tobias Harris. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 14.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Got that one up quick.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And the foul called on MP. The Bulls call timeout here. Well, we all love teams going all in to win. But, Richard, some teams run that risk, and it does not work out.
But that's the risk. These windows are so small. If you believe that you have a chance to go all in, or if you have a 2-year window, it's okay to leverage the future in hopes of getting it done now.
Josh Giddey is out there with Trey Jones. Then it's Jalen Smith. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Williams at power forward. That's the group on the floor for Chicago.
You see the foundation of a real long-range threat. Now MP just has to keep developing those skills.
Smith kicks to Simons. Smith with a screen on Robinson. 3-pointer, Simons. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. The chosen one. And another one falls. Amazing.
There it is. 50 points for him, and the record is his.
Greg, I'm in awe of his year. Absolutely in awe. To have this many 50-point games is just something most players dream of.
And I feel like every time we've seen MP this season, he's dropped 50 on someone, and now he's got the record. This is a once-in-a-lifetime season this young man is having.
Miller's checked in for the Bulls. Herter passes to MP. Back to Herter. In the corner, it's MP. Robinson for 3. And that one is off.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Detroit with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Here's Holland, covered by Smith. MP kicks to Herter. Back to MP. Pass to Herter. This one for 3. Miller grabs the miss. Chicago has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. It's stolen by Green. Herter on the wing to the inside. And Holland gets it to go. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Pistons.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. They're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
And the Pistons with possession here. The Bulls knocking down the 3. Herter kicks to MP. Launches a 3. That shot misses. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And it's Smith that time on the assist from Giddey. Giddey's got 3 assists tonight.
I mean, a 6'8 playmaker. Giddey is a point forward, and he piles up the assist.
Hits the 3-point bomb.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal. Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters. He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
3-pointer, Simon. Drains it from beyond the arc. Simons has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. MP outside. Pistons passing it around. Pass to Robinson. Green with a screen for Robinson. MP against Miller. Fires for 3. Another possession. Another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. And the foul called on MP. That's his 5th foul. Bulls making a switch here. Collins is checked in. And a switch here also for Detroit. All Reed's checked in for Green. Collins finds Smith. And Simons wide open. He'll fire. Offline with his 3. And another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Pass to Collins. Inside, stolen by Robinson. MP with it. He's picked up by Collins. And again, another assist. Dishing it off.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. Robinson dishes to MP. Herter kicks to MP. Pass to Holland. Outside Robinson. Back to MP. Just 5 to shoot. Now, here is Reed. He's guarded by Collins, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And it seems, Richard, sometimes the best player on a team isn't necessarily their leader. You've been on a lot of teams. A lot of great players. Do you agree?
Well, at the very least, you need your best player to be the tone setter. They don't have to be very vocal, but their work ethic and their accountability has to be the highest.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
It's stolen by Buzelis. Okoro passes to Giddey. Traps in the tray. Giddey's got 39.
Didn't get a three in the first half, but now he's on the board with his first triple of the game.
MP finds Herter. Back to MP. Herter on the wing. Pass to Holland. Giddey against MP. From deep, and another assist for him.
And this man keeps dropping time. Time for the fourth most ever in an NBA game.
The vision. And the passing from him. Just unreal, guys.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Detroit making a switch. LeVert's checked in. Ivy with it. Pass to Giddey. It's Collins, high post. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got 6 assists in the game. Here's LeVert. Kicks it out to MP. LeVert the pass to MP. Outside Robinson. MP outside. LeVert in the corner. And another three for Detroit.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
And the foul called on MP. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they control the game and just complete.
It's not every day you see someone reach 20.
Oh, man.
Kevin, over to you.
We appreciate it very much, Doc.